And layered on top of all of this, of course, is the climate crisis. So you propose the Green New Deal. This is something that requires a mass mobilization like we haven't seen since World War II, and it requires it urgently, and it requires it at a time when our political system is in crisis because one of our parties has been radicalized. Where do we begin to make real progress on this when, our best hope is a Democratic president, 51 senators, no filibuster, and then you're still dealing with like Joe Manchin?
It's a huge challenge, especially with Manchin as chairman of Energy and Commerce in the Senate. This is where I think a huge amount of public sentiment comes in. And when we first introduced the resolution, one of the biggest critiques that we get on the left is that it's too much, it's too sweeping. But energy policy is not just about putting solar panels on everyone's roof.
Right.
Our entire system is incentivized to destroying our planet and the only home that we live on. And so long as fossil fuels are profitable and so long as low wages are profitable, people are going to be economically marginalized and feel like a coal mine is their only hope. And so the reason it has to be so sweeping is because we need to give our entire economy, I think, a golden gate of retreat in decarbonization. And so that's why we have to, make a renewable energy job just as good of a quality as a coal job. Because coal jobs are unionized. And a lot of solar panel jobs are like these ad hoc, weird, hourly, or like you have horrible, catastrophic health insurance plans. And that's a lot of the reason why people don't want to switch over, too. And so we need to address a lot of those underlying economic issues. So, and frankly, the Green New Deal, I think, is in many parts is also an economic stimulus package for Main Street. We had no problem blinking or snapping our fingers and passing the stimulus package, which created a large amount of political resentment as well because we bailed out Wall Street and did very little for Main Street. And, this, I think, is the answer to that, is that I think when people say, oh, this is so expensive, well, we don't care when these expenses go to bailing out big banks. But for some reason, the idea of bailing out a generation seems unconscionable.